And hello everyone, welcome back to another nim tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be taking a look at colors in nim. However, before we continue, I just want to say this is going to be like coloring the terminal. If you want to do something like that, I highly recommend you go check out my terminal tutorial, where we actually talk about styling the terminal and whatnot. This colors tutorial will actually be a tutorial on the nim colors module, which allows us to work with colors. It does not apply colors, but it allows us to work with it. So let's import std/colors and let's echo out coal brown. So if we were to throw this here, let me copy that into a color picker, let me paste that, then here we go. So we'll get this color if we were to throw it into a color picker. Similarly, we could do something like call lime, which will give us the code for lime. So we paste that in here, then there we go. Now a quick overview of what these digits actually mean is this is a hexadecimal digit. Now basically it's red, then it's green, then it's blue. So every 2 digits is a color. You can also do 1 digit of each, so 0F0, that will give us the same color. And for example, F0F, that will give us this purple. So you could do only 3 digits if you want, but generally it is 6 for accuracy. Where 0 means none of that color and F means all of that color. So if we were to say F00, which means all of red, none of green, none of blue, what do you think we'll get? We will get red because there is none of the rest, there's only of red. Or 0000FF, none of red, none of green, all of blue. There you go. So you can go from 0 to 9 and then A to F. So for example, 09 AF EC, something like this will give you this color right here. And here, if we actually move it around, you'll notice how it changes depending on the color we choose. WeSchool is actually a great place to learn things like this as well. So if you want, you can actually check out here. They will actually explain a lot of this for you. So if you're interested in it, you could take a look at this. For example, color hex will probably give you a good example of what it all means. There you can see red, green, blue, where RR is red. And you see, so if you want to know more about it, go to WeSchool. They're actually a pretty great source to learn more about it. But see, that's basically all that this means here. It just defines what colors you will be using. Next up, you can convert this, because currently this is of type color. But if you want to convert this to a string, you can just say $. And then here you will have the string representation. Of course, it will look the same, but this is now of type string. So if I were to say let x is equal to this, you'll notice x is a string. If I remove this, X is a color. $. Will almost always convert something from a type into a string. You can also add colors together. So let's say echo coal lime with coal brown. This will actually add the 2 colors together, which is nice because since they're being added together, with the nice thing about colors is they can't overflow. So you can add any color you want with it and it will almost mix the 2 colors. So we can actually copy this and take a look at how it will look if we were to paste it here. So that's what you get if you were to mix those 2 colors, is you'll get this ugly greenish color. Or lime plus coal red. That will give us this. As you can see, all red, all green, but no blue because we just added green and red. So that's all it really did here, is it maxed both of those 2 up to the limit, but then did not add any blue. So then you get yellow. You can also add things like this. So let's say coal lime. Is that equal to color? And in 0x, this means you're going to do a color. So you're going to tell it about a color. And here you can put in a hexadecimal value. So 00FF00. Let's just go capital F just in case. And this will return true because that is the color code of green in hex. But if you were to go then you will see it actually returns false, because the color has changed just a bit, and we know color lime is just green, so there's no red in it. You can also create RGB using color. So RGB 255.199.38. This will return us a hexadecimal value, but we created it using RGB. You can also extract RGB by going extract RGB, and let's say color lime. Now we get red 0, green 255, and blue 0. Now RGB is very similar to hexadecimal, where the only difference is, instead of working with letters, it only works with numbers. So it will start with 0, and then FF would basically be 255. So all green and no red. So if we go call brown, that will return us 1654242 for red, green, and blue. You can also change the intensity. So intensity to, let's go call him red 0.2. And if we run this, you'll notice we get 330000 instead of FF0000. So if we take a look here, all that's happening is this here. So if we were to go F00, it will be up here. If we were to go 300, it will be down here. So all it's doing is the intensity moves this little box here from the top to the bottom, where 1 would be at the top and 0 would be at the bottom. That's all the intensity really does. It moves it up and down here, making it lighter or darker depending on the value you set. You can also check if something is a color by saying is color and inserting a string such as silver or hashtag F0F1A0. That should work. Or even here, hashtag I am color. If we save this, we should get true, true, false, because silver is actually a valid color. This here is a valid hexadecimal color, but this here is not a valid hexadecimal color, so it will not accept this. And to prove these are colors, you can actually also go parse color, and now it will return these colors for us. So COCOCO is silver, and here it just returns the hexadecimal value we added to it. And that's really that for the color module where we work with colors in Nim. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next Nim tutorial.